Good morning. Day 257, cooking down the refrigerator, freezer, and working pantry meals. So this morning, it's going to be 76 degrees today, and it's on the cool side, and we're supposed to get rain. But this morning, before the rain came, I picked these beautiful flowers. Some zinnias, geraniums, hydrangeas, and a few sprigs of weeds. And unanimous, I think that's what you call it. Anyway, today I'll probably be doing things inside since we're supposed to get rain. But we'll see. Sometimes it blows over. And rain is good. We need some. And it's actually going to start raining more often now. As we go into the fall, we usually get quite a bit of rain. And then it turns to snow, and I'm hoping that this winter isn't going to be a harsh one. But if it is, I'll be staying home and continuing to, guess what, declutter my house. Yes. Oh boy, I'd like to give myself a good year to get it mostly done, and then I'll probably start the process again, but not as intensely. This year, I mean, I've always decluttered, but this year I'm on a mission to really declutter a lot. All the things that I don't use and I don't need anymore, I'm not going to over declutter, because there are things that I may not use all the time, but that will be useful at some point. And if not, well, down the road I can always get rid of those. So I'm not sure what's for breakfast or dinner today. So today is September 4th, and I'm still working on a low spend. The last few days since the beginning of September, I've been on a no spend. So I'm hoping to continue that for a while, and then when I need some food, I'll go to a low spend. But before we know it, Christmas will be coming up, and that'll be an added expense. But for Christmas, I've been cutting back actually a lot the last few years, because first of all, I can't afford it, and secondly, my kids are always saying they have everything they need, and the grandkids want for nothing. So I really need the money to pay my own bills and things. So it's not that I'm being cheap, but when you're on a fixed income and this crazy inflation is just going nuts, it gets rough. So anyway, if times get a little better, then I'll be a little more generous with my gift giving. But for now, this is the way it has to be. I'm sure a lot of you can relate, because I know a lot of you are also on fixed incomes. But that's life. But you can still live an abundant life and a happy life. So that's what I plan to do. And if that means just hanging out at my house and only going out occasionally with family and friends, then that's what I'm going to do. All right, well, I will be back in a little bit, and we'll see what's cooking. Good morning. Cheers. Yes, I cut my hair. I do that sometimes in the fall. I'm kind of the opposite of other people. I let it grow in the summer so I can wear it up, and then I cut it shorter in the winter. But this time I decided I really wanted a change, so I cut it shorter. So this way I can wear it straight or curly, since I have curly hair. Well, it's more wavy than curly, but it's very, very easy to take care of. Actually, when it's long, it's very easy to take care of too. But this way I can still wear it up. Yeah, I just needed a change, so here it is. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit today about living an abundant life. Now, to me, a life of abundance doesn't mean you have a lot of money or a lot of things. I mean, a lot of people have a lot of things even if they don't have money, which is fine. But I wanted to talk more about things you can do that are very inexpensive or free to make you feel like you have an abundant life. Because we can all live an abundant life. Even if you're off the grid or a nomad, or, you can still live an abundant life. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about things that I do to make me feel like I have a life of abundance. Some of the things might be different for you. And if they are, please leave us a comment below and let us know what you do to live a life of abundance. So anyway, to start off, if you're not sure what your abundant life would look like, make yourself a dream notebook or a dream board, anything like that, where you can maybe cut out pictures in a magazine and put them in there, or get books from the library if you like to travel, and take pictures of pages of the book and have those printed up or on your cheap printer, and put pictures in a notebook. And eventually you're going to see a pattern of what you would like to see materialize in your life. Put pictures of outfits that you like, places you'd like to go, things you'd like to do. The sky's the limit. Now with a notebook, what you can do is section it off into different things that, what you would like to do for you, or where you'd like to go, and just fill up the pages, even with cheap notebook paper. You can get a pack of notebook paper at Walmart for really cheap. Get some dividers and then put the pictures in there, and then take it out and look at it and add to it. And that'll give you some idea of what a life of abundance means to you. At the end of the day, keep a happy journal and write down all the things that happened during that day that made you happy. Don't put sad things in there. You want to put those in the rearview mirror. But the things that keep you happy, and happy memories and things that you are grateful for. It doesn't have to be a whole page, but just put down some blurbs of what made you happy that day. My daughter called just to say hello, and we had a chat for an hour. Or I went and had a cup of coffee with a friend. But keep it just at happy memories and happy things. Not oh, today, whatever, a tree fell on my garden. No, that needs to go in the rearview mirror. So anyway, it'll make you realize how abundant your life already is, with just happy feelings and happy memories. Because I think a lot of us as human beings, we focus too much on the negative. I don't know if our brain is wired that way so that we remember that, uh-oh, don't do that again because this will happen. And the happy memories seem to kind of fade away because, I don't know, I think that's kind of how the human brain works. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. So those are a couple things that you can do, and I guarantee you, you will feel like you have an abundant life if you do those two things. And it'll also focus you on where you want to head in your abundant life. Fill your home with things that make you happy. Whether that's tchotchkes or books or pets or plants or whatever makes you happy. Now don't go crazy with it and make it so that it's so overwhelming to take care of that it doesn't make you happy anymore. That's kind of counterproductive. But fill your home with things that make you happy. Even if you live in a very meager home, you know, you can still fill it with things that make you happy. And that's so much because we all spend so much time in our homes. And if you don't like being in your home, ask yourself why. Why don't I like being in my home? It has too much stuff, it's too stark, it's depressing. Change your colors. Paint really doesn't cost that much, and if you can't change the paint colors on your wall, then pick some happy pillows. I sound like Bob Ross now. Pick some happy little pillows in colors that you love, and you know, throw them on your sofa or your favorite chair or whatever. You can find a lot of those things in thrift stores or maybe online. So fill your home with things that make you happy. As far as tchotchkes go, I like tchotchkes. I don't like an overabundance of tchotchkes, although some places in my home has an overabundance of tchotchkes. I'm trying to remedy that, but you don't need to display everything all at once. You know, if you have things in your home that you really love and you kind of get the urge to, oh, I need something new, keep a box somewhere, a large box where you can put all the tchotchkes that you still love but you're not using and put them away for a while. Then when you get bored with what you have, take them out. You can do the same thing with paintings on the wall, or you know, you can do that with anything. Now you can decorate seasonally, which a lot of people do, or just randomly. You know, I'm tired of this decor, I still like it, but I'm just tired of it. And then go to your box and pick out something else and freshen things up, and you'll be amazed how much better it makes you feel. Go outside and pick yourself a bouquet. If you don't have flowers around, you know, don't go in your neighbor's yard and steal their flowers, but go on a little nature walk and pick some wildflowers. There's Queen Anne's lace, there's cornflowers, there's all kinds of beautiful flowers that you can pick for free. And you can make a nice display out of that. Sometimes even you can dry flowers like hydrangeas and, you know, pick yourself a fresh bouquet. I love to do that. Just go in my garden and pick a bouquet. It doesn't have to be a big, huge bouquet of flowers. I mean, I have my little tiny bouquet by my coffee pot, and every morning it makes me happy. So, I mean, and it's free. You know, a lot of weeds and things like that look really nice, especially if you dry them. So there's a lot of things you can do in your home to make you happy. And I guarantee that that will make you feel like you have a life of abundance. And try and keep your home as clean as you can. I know a lot of times, when my house is not clean, and believe me, I am not a clean freak. I am not germaphobe, none of those things. My house can get pretty hairy with 3 animals. But let me straighten this out. But I feel so much better and lighter and freer when I clean my home. So keep your home clean. Soap and water doesn't cost that much, or go to the Dollar Tree and get yourself some Swiffers. Even if you buy a box once a month and dust every other week, you don't really have to clean constantly, because that doesn't make me feel like I'm living a life of abundance. That makes me feel like I'm living a life of drudgery. It's just me. I'm not huge into cleaning everything all the time. All right, fill your refrigerator, freezer, and pantry with healthy, inexpensive food. Try new ways of preparing the food. If you always broil a pork chop, try making a dish with it maybe in your slow cooker. Throw in some potatoes and beans, green beans, or whatever you like, and just try mixing and matching different types of foods. Stack up on different spices, because that you can take any ingredient and make it into a different flavor, a different ethnic food, just by changing out the spices. And you can get cheap spices still at Dollar Tree and Walmart. I mean, a lot of them are basic, but they really usually have a pretty good selection of spices. So try new ways of preparing your food. If you always make your hamburger into an Italian dish, try making it into a Mexican dish, or, I don't know, whatever your palate likes. Try and keep your ingredient list simple. If a recipe calls for, 15 ingredients, chances are you're not going to feel like making it. But if a recipe maybe calls for 5 ingredients and it's something that you can, throw in your slow cooker or something, you're more apt to make those recipes. But, a lot of you, well, some of you might be saying, but Ellen, I don't like to cook. And I get it. Sometimes I don't like to cook either, like when I'm tired. But make friends with your slow cooker. Maybe you have an Instant Pot, and I'm sure you could probably find these things at a thrift store if you can't afford them new. A toaster oven if you're a single person, or a simple person. You can bake 6 cupcakes in there if you like to bake, or you can bake, half a dozen cookies. So make friends with smaller appliances, because I know with me, if I had to use my big oven all the time, I'd never bake anything. First of all, it heats up my house. Secondly, I pretty much store bakeware in there, and it's a big project to take it all out and put it all back. So I would never use my oven at all. So, and sometimes, like with Instant Pots and things like that, or bread machines, people buy them and then they never use them and they go to donation. So peruse your thrift stores and maybe online, your marketplace, and look for an appliance that you think you would probably use, and then cook yourself something for 2 or 3 days. It doesn't take much cooking skill to throw stuff in a slow cooker. Get yourself a really good slow cooker book. You don't have to buy one. You can get, there's lots of them in the library. And then copy the recipes that you like, and keep a notebook of recipes. I'm a big fan of notebooks. It keeps my brain it keeps my brain organized. So I'm a big fan of notebooks, and you can get inexpensive notebooks at Dollar Tree, or you don't have to spend a ton of money on buying a ton of notebooks, but they have everything there you need: dividers and paper. I don't know, you might want to check Walmart too, if that might be something you'd be interested in. When you're cooking, even if you're cooking in the slow cooker, think about cooking ingredients that you can use for multiple meals. Like, you can cook rice and then say, okay, Monday I'm going to eat a burrito with rice, and maybe Wednesday or Thursday I'll use up the rice and make a rice casserole. So think ahead a little bit about your food, and you'll always have an abundance of food. It's all about abundance and using up what you have. So, give that a try. And if you don't have a slow cooker or don't want a slow cooker, try a cookbook with microwave cooking. There's cookbooks for that too, where you can just use your microwave for everything. I mean, a lot of kids in dorms, that's all they have is a microwave. So, there's rice cookers, and you can make macaroni and cheese in a rice cooker, pasta boats. I mean, there's a plethora of microwave cookware that you can use if you don't want to get any other appliances. Go to your library and get a great cookbook of the methods that you like to cook, and also the recipes that you would like. And that way you save money, because a lot of times when you buy a cookbook, and trust me, I'm an expert on this one because I have so many, there's maybe a few recipes in it that are interesting to you, and the rest of them are kind of a waste. So if you go to the library and take out the books, just copy the recipes, either write them out, or if you have access to a copier, whether it's your printer or going to Drug Mart and using their copy machine, you can make copies of that, and again, put them in a notebook. So it's a way to keep your papers organized, so you don't have big huge piles of paper all over the place. So cooking this way, stocking up your pantry to the best of your ability with simple foods, not real expensive foods, basics, and the same with your freezer and your refrigerator. Now, sometimes I go off and I buy more expensive vegan meats. I mean, I've done that this summer, and I've enjoyed them. And a lot of people, oh, it's fake meat, but I do read the ingredients, and I make myself familiar with things that I totally don't want to eat. But I'm a single person, so I can stretch a bag of ultimate chicken into 5-6 meals. So if you divide it in portion size, it's not that expensive. Now, if you're going to feed a family of 6 on that, then you might want to learn, and you're vegetarian, you might want to learn to make some vegetarian or vegan meats. I know Sauce Stash has a cookbook out on making vegan meats. There's so many chefs on YouTube that you can learn from. There's the Seitan Appreciation Society. It's a Facebook group, and they have tons of really delicious recipes. But that's for those of you that are plant-based, you know, for those of you that eat meat. Buy less expensive cuts of meat. Not every day has to be a steak day. Not every week has to be a steak day. Keep those things for special occasions. And portion out your meat. Most of people that eat meat, the portion size is just way out of whack. You don't need a piece of meat as big as your head. You know, portion size for meat is the palm of your hand. So keep in mind your portion size. And
Ellen, here is your reminder. Change the furnace filter.
Thank you, Alexa. I have to change my furnace filter, and I keep forgetting. So I set a reminder for 5 days, and I still haven't changed the furnace filter. Anyway, getting back to the meat, even, you know, hamburger is one patty. It's not 2 patties. So freeze your meat in portion sizes, whether that's single portion or just double portions, whatever works for you. And if you can, look around at the thrift stores and get a sealer of some kind. They actually, I know I got mine at Walmart, they have small handheld ones that you can seal your meat or whatever it is you have in the bags, and then it's not as expensive. And there's even cheater things on YouTube where you can seal your meals for cheaper. Pick up some mason jars and make yourself, if you don't like to cook and you don't like to be repetitive having to cook every day, get yourself some mason jars. Get your dry ingredients and put them in the mason jars, and then put some silica gel or oxygen absorbers in with it, and that way you don't have to recreate the wheel every time you make that dish. You just put it in your slow cooker along with your other ingredients, and you know, it takes you 5 minutes to put a meal together. So but having a lot of food to eat can make you really feel like you have a life of abundance. To me, at least anyway, I find that to be totally true. If you're stressed, grow some lemon balm for yourself. I was watching a video by Eric Berg, and he was talking about drinking lemon balm like 2 or 3 times a day, and it helps you sleep, and it really is prolific. I had it all over my garden. In fact, I pulled a lot of it out, but I need to replant some because it was all over the place. But lemon balm, I mean, you can dry it because it's in the mint family. So if you're stressed, try growing some lemon balm or some mint or anything like that. And sometimes just sitting there and having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee can make you feel like you live a life of abundance. So give that a try. Find beverages that you like to drink that are inexpensive, whether it's iced coffee or iced tea or hot coffee, whatever your shtick is. And then just sit and really savor that cup of whatever it is you like. And really don't do 20 things while you're having your coffee. I mean, I'm guilty of that sometimes. But sometimes just sitting down and really enjoying your cup of coffee can make you feel like you have a life of abundance, because surrounding yourself with everything that you like and getting rid of things that you dislike is a key to living a happy, abundant life. As far as your home is too, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. If you're not happy in your home, really sit and analyze why are you not happy in your home. Is it filled with too much clutter? Do you walk into a room and just go, oh my God, this is horrendous, and turn around and walk back out? Eat your elephant one bite at a time. I mean, a lot of people will say, well, I want to sell this, I want to sell that. But if it's heavy on your mind, is it worth it to wait and sell it? Or would it be better to just give it to donation, finding a charity that you love and giving it to that? Because that will make you feel like you have a life of abundance as well. Is giving your things away to other people that might be able to use it. I donate things to senior dogs, and it's really easy for me to let go of things because the charity means something to me. So finding a charity that speaks to you and giving things away, I know for me, makes me feel like I have a very abundant life. Even though I'm on a fixed income, I mean, do I have money worries? Of course I do. I've talked about it before. I need new windows. I need a new roof on my garage. I'm just not ready to do that. So, but I will. So, worrying about money and stressing about that doesn't make you feel like you have a life of abundance. It has the opposite effect. So try not to stress about those things. Have a cup of lemon balm. Let's see. Grow something. Grow some herbs. If you have a nice windowsill, or get yourself an inexpensive grow light. There's lots of those on Amazon around the $20 cost. And grow yourself something, and it'll make you happy when you look at your windowsill and say, oh, I have something that I can cook with, something fresh that I planted and that I can grow, and it'll make you feel abundant. Get some fresh air. Oh, I know this chat is getting really long, but I have a lot to say. So go for a walk, and don't go for a walk and go, oh, I gotta exercise, I gotta go for a walk. Just say, I want to go for a walk. I want to see the neighborhood. I want to look at other people's beautiful flowers. I want to get some ideas of something maybe I'd like to do in my yard, or on my windowsill, or wherever, on my porch. If you live in an apartment, you can still go for a walk, and just enjoy nature, enjoy the surroundings, enjoy your neighbors' homes, whatever. And if you live in the inner city and it's not a place where you would want to walk, I know a lot of people don't feel safe doing that. If you have a car, then get in your car and drive somewhere, maybe a park nearby, or some outdoor space where you feel safe, and just take your lunch and sit in your car under a shade tree and have your lunch, maybe listen to a podcast or some music on some headphones, and just relax. Get out of your own head and away from yourself, and go somewhere where you can feel free and happy. And that will make you feel like you have an abundant life too. Get yourself a kiddie pool. So if you have any backyard at all, get a cheap kiddie pool. They're all on sale now. Somewhere where you can fill it up with some water. You can sit in it and put your bathing suit on, even if you feel like, oh, I can't wear a bathing suit. I'm just a little too chunky. In the privacy of your own backyard, who cares? So you can sit there and do that. You can even take your dog in the pool with you. And they have blow-up ones so that you don't have to take up a lot of storage space in your garage or in your apartment. Now, if you're in an apartment, that might be a little difficult to do. But they also have those mister things that you can put on your hose on hot days. You can sit outside and turn that on and have yourself a pina colada or whatever it is, an iced tea, whatever it is you like to drink. And that'll make you feel like you're on a staycation. And that's another thing you should do. Take lots of staycation days where you maybe binge watch your favorite program, or you read a book, or you knit a sweater, or whatever it is you like to do. Take lots of staycation days and get rid of the critic. The one that's back there going, oh, get up and do something. You shouldn't be sitting here. You're wasting your time. Wasting time sometimes, if it's something you don't want to do and you have to do it, to me that's a waste of time. But if you're doing something that you really enjoy doing, to me that's living abundantly. So, and do it as often as you need to. So make yourself an outdoor space somewhere. Like I said, even sitting somewhere in a park, in your car, having the windows open, or you can get little, if it's a hot day, you can get those little battery-operated fans. They even have mist bottles with a fan on them that you can use, and you can feel like you're on a staycation. Getting back to your home, put some art on your walls. Learn to use your cell phone and take some nice pictures. And if you're totally not able to do that because you don't have that eye for design, I think you can do it, even if you don't think you can. Take some beautiful pictures, something that makes you feel like, again, if you wanted to go to Paris, go to Paris. Whatever it is you want to do. I think I'm running out of space here. So let me turn this off and then come back and make a new file. Okay, I hope I can save that because I did a lot of talking. Okay, I'm back for part 2. And I think I might just divide this video into part 1 and part 2. That might be a little easier. But anyway, I was talking about taking pictures with your cell phone. And then, or go online and find beautiful pictures that speak to you. Like I was saying, if you always wanted to go to Paris, take some pictures of, Paris or wherever. Find some on the internet, whatever makes you feel like you're out of your space and you can look at it and it makes you feel like you're living a life of abundance. So, and then what you can do is have it printed up on a canvas, and that's not really that expensive. I know I've had it done before, and sometimes different online companies will run specials where you can send your photo in and have a canvas printed up. And then hang them on your walls. And if you have multiple places or things that you'd like, you don't have to hang all the paintings on the wall at the same time. You can do the same thing that you did with your tchotchkes. Print up a few, 3 or 4 of them that you really like, and then display them where you can see them all the time. So you can change them up. That's the point I'm trying to make. Also, photos of your family. You can do the same thing. Have portraits, print them up on a canvas. If that's what you like to look at, then you can do that too. Make time to interact with people. Whether that's getting together every month or two with a friend and just meeting up for lunch or breakfast. Breakfast is cheaper. Or you go to each other's house and maybe you bring something and they make something. You can have a tea party with your friend, or invite 2 or 3 friends and everybody brings something. Have some tea and crumpets. I don't think I've ever had a crumpet. But anyway, interact with people, whether that's with your family or with your friends. Have your kids over for Sunday dinner. They can bring something too. You don't have to, feed the whole crowd on your dime. I'm sure they'd be very happy to bring something. So, but keep contact with people that make you feel special, and you'll feel like you have abundance of people in your life that make you feel good. On the note of self-care, okay, give yourself a mani-pedi. I need a drink. Now, if you don't wear nail polish, now you guys know how I love my nail polish. That's okay. Get yourself a, they make special files where you can shape your nails, and then you can buff your nails if you like the natural look. And take an hour to yourself and give yourself a mani-pedi. Soak your feet in a pan, and keep that special for, you can get a dishpan at Dollar Tree. Your feet should be able to fit in there. If they don't, maybe you have to do them one at a time, but whatever. Get yourself a pan with nice warm water. Have a facial, what do you call it, mask. Put on a facial mask, soak your feet. And then give yourself a spa day. An at-home spa day. If your thing is taking a bath, I think Dollar Tree has some inexpensive bath bombs that you can put in your bath. Personally, I don't like baths, I like showers. But even just taking a nice shower and, letting the water run over your hair for a minute or so, makes you feel good. And it makes you feel like you're abundantly clean. So anyway, yeah, take a spa day, maybe once a month. Or if you don't want to do it that often, maybe once every 3 months, whatever works for you. Wash and style your hair. Now, I'm sure some of you are saying, well, I can't style my hair. I have no clue how to do that. I'm not talking about cutting your hair. I'm talking about, maybe if you have long hair, leaving it long and pinning it up a certain way or whatever. If you have short hair, maybe wearing it this way instead of this way. Just style your hair. Get yourself some inexpensive mousse or styling lotion or hairspray and just style your hair. And then put on some lipstick and put on some perfume. It doesn't have to be expensive perfume. Dollar Tree has a ton of perfumes. Get yourself something that you love the smell of. Put it on your wrist, and then throughout the day, just smell your wrist. And it'll perk you up, and you'll think, you'll think, geez, I really do have an abundant life. Did I mention put on lipstick? Sometimes that really makes me feel like I'm special. Let's see. Oh, take a nap. Just chill out and take a nap. This is on the staycation subject. Read a book. Binge watch a TV series. You can go to the library and check out DVDs. Get a bunch of movies and watch movies all day long. That's cheap. Doesn't cost you anything. And it'll make you feel good. And like I said, get rid of that critic that's saying, you shouldn't be doing this. Burn some candles. Get yourself a burner where you can burn some essential oils, so that you can fill your home with beautiful scents. And I know when I smell nice things, it makes me feel good, and it releases happy hormones in your body, and you feel like you have an abundant life. Go through your clothes and wear your good clothes. Now, I'm not talking about wearing a ball gown or, nothing like that. But put on a nicer blouse instead of the t-shirt with 20 holes in it, and just sort of dress yourself up a little bit. If you have a nice t-shirt, put a scarf on, and then go for a walk. It'll make you feel good. It'll make you feel like you have an abundant life. And if you don't have a lot of money, peruse the thrift stores for some clothing that you like. Take a pile of your clothes that make you feel frumpy and no longer make you happy. Take those with you to the thrift store and donate them right away. And then look through the thrift store for some other clothes that make you feel good. So, all right, I think I've been talking a long time. I know I've been talking a long time. So, but I just wanted to share some of the things that I do to make me feel like I live a life of abundance. And I would say 90% of the time, I'm a very happy person. And it's because I take the time to listen to my internal self, of things that I've observed over the years that have made me happy, that I want to continue to do and continue to recreate. And I just wanted to share some of those things with you. All right, I'm going to see if hopefully I can get this this very, very long vlog into some kind of a video, and hopefully you found some ideas that if you're not happy, happiness comes from inside. You're not going to find another person that's going to give it to you. Not that I'm saying there aren't people that make you feel good or make you feel happy, but ultimately, the only person that can make you truly happy is yourself. All right, I will be back with some food, my abundant blessings of food, which I'm so grateful for. And we'll see what we come up with. All right, hey, let's see what's for breakfast this morning. I just made some air fryer potatoes. So I think I want to have a couple of fried eggs with that, because I still have quite a few eggs, which is good. And my freezer. Oh, my eggs are rolling off the table. I think I have some sausage, some Beyond Breakfast sausage. Yes. So I'm going to have some of that too, because I want to start using up some of this vegan meat, because as the weather gets colder, I'm going to start making my own again. So, okay, I will meet you at the stove. Okay. So, I got this, I think I got it at Mark's, and it's 6 patties. I forget what I paid for it. So I'll eat a couple of those. And then I'm going to cook my eggs in whatever fat is left after I cook the sausage. All right. I'll be back when these are cooked up. Okay, I'm frying my eggs here in a little bit of vegan butter. And I'm putting a little garlic salt on my eggs. So I've noticed this vegan butter really spits a lot. Way more than regular butter, but I do use regular butter too. Depends on what I have on hand. Well, this egg just wants to stick together here. Try not to break the yolk, because I have fried potatoes. Eh, well, I guess I'm going to have to, because this just will not let go. Ever have an egg that sticks together? All right. I will not be defeated. There we go. All right. Here we go. This is more like a sizzle egg. And then I have fried potatoes in the air fryer. Okay, these eggs are done. There we go. Here are my potatoes. They're nice and crispy. I just seasoned them a little bit. Season them with whatever you like. Because we all have different palates. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and have my breakfast, and I'll be back later. It's dinner time. And I just wanted to come on and show you what I'm having for dinner. Day 257. I'm having some more potato, some of the Ultimate Chicken Tenders. I have some mayo. I have some garlic mayo and some ketchup. And here I have 2 plums that I got from my mom. They're getting pretty soft, but they're very sweet. So I'm having that, and this is kind of a little dessert since I don't have any veggies on my plate. Not that I don't have any, but I really didn't feel like having another salad. So I made a very sweet vanilla cinnamon yogurt to go on top of my plums. So that is what I'm having for dinner tonight. And sounds good to me. So here we have it, dinner day 257. And I had such a chatty vlog today that I want to wrap this up. So that's all I have for you today. So I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.